Hello, I'm Maria from the Richardson Simple Living, and that'll probably be the last time I say that, as I'll tell you in a minute. But yeah, today I said I was going to come back with a vlog about my channel, the Richardson Simple Living. It was, when I set it up, it was going to be about a life really, about homeschooling. Sean was going to be the main thing, and our homesteading and our life, things we did about us, you know, that sort of thing. But it doesn't seem to be working. It doesn't seem to be working at all. I seem to swing from one thing to the other, and for some reason I can't get it to work, to get the blend right. It's either too much homesteading or it's too much homeschooling, which is great if you're interested in both things. And I mean, like the home life, well, we always have a chat, don't we? And I always give you a catch up on what's been going on. So I suppose that's not so bad. But like with homesteading, I find if I do a run of homestead videos, garden videos, you get people who subscribe to you. But then I go and do some homeschooling ones and suddenly you lose your subscribers. But you might get some for homeschooling, and then when you go back to doing a bit of homesteading, it goes. And even if I try and do a mix, say if I do one each, you know, alternatively, it still seems like it's not working. I feel like I'm not giving the people who are with me all the time what they want to watch. So I think my title was a bit misleading. Well, my name, not my title, my name, The Richardson Simple Living, because that name was set up for a simple living channel, a family that was living simply, homeschooling, moving away from the rat race to do more homesteading and be a bit more self-reliant and that sort of thing. But I don't know, I just cannot seem to get it to work how I pictured it in my head. So I thought to myself, maybe it would be better if I dedicate this channel solely for homeschooling. That doesn't mean to say any of you do like watching both. I mean, I know there's quite a few of you out there that homeschool and homestead, garden, or whatever you like to say, or even if you don't, you're interested in it. So I know some of you do like both. So it's not like you're not going to see what's going on out there, because I mean, for a start, it's March, and Victoria from Home Educating the Mad Lads, she does a gardening collab the end of every month between March and October, and I'm going to participate in that. So you'll still see what's out there, because what I tend to do each month is give a tour around of what's happening, how things are progressing and that sort of thing. So you're still going to see, and I'll still chat during that collab about what is happening out there and different aspects of what's going on. So it's not like you'll lose it if you're interested in that sort of thing. It's not like you're going to entirely lose it, because like I say, we'll do the once a month collab between March and October. And also we're going to start doing garden studies with Sean. I mentioned this before. We're going to do some lessons on gardening to help her learn a bit about where her food comes from, growing and everything, although she pretty much knows because she watches us. But it'd be nice for her to participate and maybe look things up a bit more, you know, study a bit about it all and make it more like a lesson for her. So, you know, you'll still see some things like that as well. So it's not entirely vanishing. You will still see things out there, but it'll be, apart from the gardening collab once a month, it'll be more in line with educational things when we go out there. So for this channel, what I'm aiming to do, what we are going to do, is to keep it homeschool based. This is going to be our homeschool channel. Well, my homeschool channel, because Dean doesn't do the homeschooling. It's me and Sean. So it'll be mine and Sean's. So our homeschooling channel. What it's going to be about is the sort of things that she learns, obviously, whether that's structured work or whether it's self-led work. It's going to include, you know, all the different things she does. So it might be just like we're doing a run through of some of the books, if she's doing book work, and how she's getting on with it and what she thinks about it, whether we recommend it, and showing you what it's like. Or it might be special events or not special events where I've downloaded sheets, because we use Twinkle, and we've also found this other site, education.com. I have to keep thinking what it's called. Although it's an American based site, it's really good for different things and activities. So you get 3 free a month. It's a mouthful. So I can download a few bits from there as well. So it'll be an assortment of things, and if we come across other sites where we find things to download from, we'll let you know about them, show you things, and we'll show you sort of things we've downloaded. At the moment, we've not got a membership still. I've been saying that I don't know how long that I'll get one, but we still haven't got one. But we get quite a bit of free stuff. It did go quiet for a while and there was nothing on there, and then suddenly there seems to be things appearing again in the free sections. So I can show you what we've managed to download for free. You know, so you can save money really, because one thing you don't want to do is be out there spending lots of money when there's a lot of resources that you can get for free or next to nothing, you know. So we'll be showing you like different resources that we use on things that we come across and how we're getting on with things like that. And the same with Sean's self-led work. We'll show you what she does in her afternoons when she's doing self-led work, perhaps how she's come to pick the things she's come to pick, what she likes doing, perhaps show you some, because she likes to show you her drawings, as you know, and she's been drawing a lot again lately, sketching, so she might do more of that and show you more pictures. But it'll all be things like that that we've been doing, well, Sean's been doing in self-led, and she comes and shows me and we look at it together, what she's been doing, but I entirely leave her to do all self-led things, all checking all the resources and everything, you know, checking up everything she does, and she takes it upon herself, and she does really good actually. It's really surprising the things she looks up and the knowledge that she comes out with about different things, and it's amazing. You get a bit nervous sometimes and you think, oh, I'm leaving them to do things themselves, especially when you've had your child in school and you're used to the regime of school and all the structured stuff they do. For your child to go and do something self-led, it's like, oh, what will they do? Will they do anything at all? But I've come to realise everything is learning. I mean, I've always believed you're learning all your life anyway through things you do and things you hear and things you pick up. But you tend to think, well, I thought that, you know, as self-led works, you'll perhaps mess around, perhaps play or do things like that. But no, she carried on doing the things that she would normally do, and it's all very educational stuff. It's brilliant, the stuff she does. So I thought, well, that would be quite nice to include more of that and what she's doing and what she's researching, interesting things she's found and why she's researching stuff. So yeah, so we'll do structured work along with self-led work. We'll be showing you all of that. It's not like we're going to be telling you that you should do this and you should do that, because quite frankly, you know, I haven't got a clue what anybody should do. I'm just concentrating on what Sean needs to do. But I want to show you what we're doing so that if you're in the same position, you can see and look and say, oh, that's working for them. Oh, that's a good idea. I'll look at that site, you know, and just ideas, just showing you things, what we're doing and everything like that. So not everything works for the same people. That's why I like to watch home education sites, homeschooling, because I like to get ideas. I like to see what works and what doesn't work and how people find things and what things are out there. So it's just nice to watch others doing it as well, because it's like a community and a group and you don't feel so alone, you know. And that was one of the reasons I wanted to do homeschooling on my channel, really. So yeah, we'll be looking into all of that sort of thing. And like I said as well, garden studies, we'll be doing them. So we'll still be doing, well, some work out there in the garden. I want to get her a bit hands-on in planting some of the garden and taking care of some of the seedlings and things as they grow. I don't know whether to get her own, well, I haven't really got much space. I was going to say get her own little space, but I've not got much space, but whether to get her own parts or whether just to have her alongside of me, helping me, and we're doing it together. Maybe that'll be the thing, given the fact I haven't got a great deal of space and I keep buying seeds and I don't know where they're all going to go. We've just overfilled it. So, yeah. We'll do that anyway. We'll have her joining me that. So you'll see us outside then, what we're planting, what she's doing now. I'll just put little, I won't put all great big long lengths of it, or you'll be going, So what we'll do, we just do snippets of things and we'll have a chat about what she's doing. And hopefully as well, we'll do a little bit of structured work alongside what she's doing. A bit like a topic, I suppose, on growing her own fruit, veg, whatever we're doing. So yeah, we will still be doing some of that. Also, we're going to go on days out. We're getting now to the better time of year where you start having odd days here and there. I'm hoping to try and get some when it's not school holidays, because we tend to do them a lot in the school holidays so that we can go out with other family members, and Sean's got company, and we still want to do that. Definitely still want to do that because we really enjoy going out with other family members. And so we'll do that, but also I like to try and do a little bit of something when it's quieter time, you know, so I can look into the educational side of things a bit and maybe be able to film a bit better. I don't know. I can never film better anyway. No. I'm not sure how that'll pan out yet, all of that, but I'll take you with us when we go on some day trips and show you what it's like, try and look at it from an educational point of view as well as a fun point of view. So we're going to have some day trips. I don't know how many. I'm a bit of an anxious person anyway, so it takes a lot for me to want to go travelling. Well, I might want to, but when it comes to, I might freeze a bit. So it's a bit hit and miss, that is. But we'll see. We'll try and do some days out and just some local walks even, because everywhere, like I was saying to Sean, and I might have mentioned it before about history, everywhere's got some history to it. Our local parks, what they once were before they became parks. So I want to do some walks and talks and just show the history of things and, you know, just chat as we go type of thing. But yeah, some of that, because that also is good for walking, is good for like PE, you know, in place of PE, but it's good like that, and we can take the dog and things like that, so it all has good points. Also, we'll do our book reviews, Sean's read aloud book reviews, and if she's read any in a self-led work as well, we'll see if she'll give a book review or at least tell me what she thinks, and I can tell you about it and show you. But yeah, like every year we do like the book haul, what we're going to use for the year, and I show you that, so there'll be that as well, the book haul. But rather than wait until the end of the year to give you a review book by book, we'll give you the review every time she reads one, like we just have recently when she finished the last book that we did, The Dog's Journey, I think it was. So as we finish each book, while it's all fresh in our memories, I'll give you a review on how both of us liked it. And, you know, you might like to try these books yourself then. Yeah, but at the beginning of every term, we'll also give you a complete haul, what books we picked out. So far, we picked most of them off the shelves, apart from like World Book Day and Christmas and things when she gets a book. That's the only time that we go out and buy them, but she's got so many on her shelves that she needs to read, so at the moment we're still working through all of them. So we'll do like probably end of August, beginning of September as the new school year's starting, because Sean does have a school holidays, as you know, so we still refer to September as the start of a new year. We still treat it like a fresh start for everything. So that's when we'll do a book haul and show you what we're going to be reading for the year ahead. So if you wonder why I'm looking down, I've jotted down so I don't forget to tell you something. So, yeah. Oh, yes, and one other thing, homeschool shopping hauls. We'll probably show you them as well when we go shopping. Normally it's the start of September again when we go out and we buy things that she needs, you know, books, pens, pencils, writing books, that is, that sort of thing, and show you a haul then. But also, like at Christmas, when you get lots of activity things and that, we pick a load up. Charlotte's not really a crafter. She's not really into crafts and such like. But when there's a few of them together, if I get enough for everybody, they'll sit down and do them together. So, and she will do it then. So hauls like that. And at the moment, I'm working on a nice Easter one. I've been seeing lots of Easter things, and I buy odd things. So when I've finished doing all this, I'll show you what I've got. All sorts of bits and pieces. I get a bit carried away. Don't know where it's all going to go when I'm done. Do you know, you do all this art and craft work, and you get all the grandchildren doing it as well, and they leave it here, they don't take it home, and then it's like, what am I going to do with it? You haven't got the heart to throw it away, and it's like, where do I put it? They get so much, and it's my fault because I keep buying it. But you know, you go in Poundland, things are £1, and you get some nice little bits for the kids to do for £1. The children, I'm trying not to say kids, the children to do. So yeah, there'll be homeschool shopping hauls, so things that are connected to arts, crafts, or anything that is educational, and I've bought a lot of things like that. I'll show you. So I think that's all from my notes that we are going to be doing. Just check. That's all I think. So yeah, that's everything, like I say, what we're going to be doing. Everything is just going to sort of be homeschool related, really. I mean, we'll still have a chat and tell you how my week's been, bit of home life stuff, you know, as you do. I like having a chat. So yeah, we'll still chat about things that have gone on, but this is going to be the homeschool channel. So that will lead to a different name. Like I was saying at the beginning, the Richardson Simple Living would be the last time I probably said it, because I'm going to change the name. I think what we're going to be changing it to is the Richardsons Homeschool Life, because that'll be more in reflection of what we're doing, what this channel is going to be like, and we're just going to sort of tailor it to the homeschooling. Now that doesn't mean I'm giving up on homesteading. I know there's people who's joined who would like the homesteading. There's people who like both, like I said. There's people who just prefer the homeschooling, and there's people who have joined because my channel has been talking about homesteading and the name of the channel and points to things like that, and maybe they feel it's a bit misleading because I've done such a lot of homeschool things. I've done a lot of homeschool things. So I thought this was the best thing to do, is to separate them totally. So the Richardson Simple Living is going to be changing sometime this week. I will change the name before I put out a video next Tuesday. I'm going to be changing the name to the Richardsons Homeschool Life, and we'll be able to see quite clearly what that channel's about. In the meantime, we're doing another channel for homesteading. I've done it, I've started it. How long it'll last for, I don't know, but I have done one video for it so far. So if anybody is interested in having a look and is interested in just following the homesteading side, it's well, I'll put a link to it down below, but that's called the Garden Homestead, which just really, again, tells you what it's about. My garden, we're turning it to a homestead. So that channel is just going to be about not day-to-day life, because obviously I won't be filming every day. That channel's going on Fridays, by the way. I'll put a film out on a Friday for that. I forgot to tell you that. The homeschool one's going to be a Tuesday, the homestead one's going to be a Friday, and that's called the Garden Homestead, and that will be about the animals we've got, the gardening we're doing, what we're growing. It might have sustainable type of things in it. I don't really know, because obviously that's got to progress as it goes along, but it is mainly about us growing our food, what we're going to eat, how we're doing with that, our animals, and what we do with them. It would be just life, documenting life out there, the homestead life. How we're going to do that when we live on an urban estate surrounded by houses, and we're going to document that, how that goes. I'm not sure how it's going to go. There's lots of things to do out there, but basically that'll just be it really. It'll just document our life, the homestead side of things. But like I said, the homeschooling will still show you some things going on out there, because I want to get Sean in the garden and doing a bit of stuff. So you will still see some of that if you're not interested in homesteading. But yeah, the homestead channel is just about our lives, trying to build a little homestead and an urban village garden with not a great deal of ground, but I know we're lucky because we've got a lot more than a lot of people have, so we're lucky with what we got, and trying to make the best of what we've got, and the animals and things like that, and what we do along the way. It could be something as simple as showing people how to fix a fence, to, you know, dealing with the animals, incubating animals, or going out growing veg, or showing you what we're cooking and using the veg for. It will just be a homesteading, gardening type of channel. So if you are interested in that sort of thing and you want to follow along, I'll leave a link down below and you can have a look. I've done my first video, and you know, I felt really nervous doing it. I've spoken to you guys loads of times, and now I'm sort of all happy and chatty to talk to you. I feel like I know you all, and I'm not shy of you or anything, but I felt really shy and awkward doing the first video. It's like I was talking to strangers, and if you know what I mean, like a new audience that I don't know. People who are interested in that sort of thing are going to be new people to me. I've got to sort of join the community of them. I've had a little bit of chat with some people who do that sort of thing, but I've never gone full in talking to people like I do some of you guys. So I felt really nervous, and it does show that I feel nervous. And not only that, you see, I'm quite nervous outside as well, because when you do live in a place where surrounded by houses, everyone can see you, everyone can hear you, and even with a microphone on so I can talk a bit quieter and still be heard by you all, it's nerve-wracking. And like I've left it, like last week I did a bit of an introduction and a tour of what I've got at the back. This week I've said I'm going to go out to do a little mini tour on the front. There's not much to talk because it's just the fruit trees and that. And I was going to do a bit of a tour, show that this week, and show what seeds and that I've bought ready for growing. So that will be this Friday's video, but it makes me very nervous going out there. Very nervous. And in summertime, like when all your neighbours are out, and a lot of people play music in the gardens and the barbecues, and it's very loud, so I've got to pick my moments as well for going filming that. So that one is going to be a lot more nerve-wracking and a lot harder to film than the homeschool side of things. I'd be like, oh, the homeschool one, yes, great. The outdoors ones, oh. But no, I enjoy being out there, but obviously I've got time in filming for out there, but I do put the videos out on a Friday. So I will drop a link to that one down below, and if you are interested in that, you can nip over to there. And if you are talk properly, put my teeth back in, if you came onto this channel for the homesteading and you're not bothered about the homeschooling, then you can swap and go over to the other channel, and we'll see how we go on with that channel. It might work, or I might not take to it, I don't know, but we'll see. But anyway, this channel, I think I've told you everything I need to tell you about this channel. I've told you, you know, it is going to be homeschooling, all the different things we're going to do. It's Sean's journey really through homeschool life. And we're hoping to homeschool her up until, what year is it? I have to think of the years. When I was at school, it was 1, 2, 3. But now, of course, it follows on from primary. So it'll be year 13. That's like the last sixth form year, isn't it? 13. So yeah, Sean will be nearly 19 then. She won't be far off 19 by the time that year's completed. What she'll do beyond that, I don't know. But that's a way off yet. Shouldn't think about that. Think about today. So yeah, the homeschool one will document just what we're doing, what we're learning, how we get on with things, what new things we find, what things we perhaps haven't found to be so useful. It'll be just all about Sean's journey. I just think it's nice to document these things because there's not, well, there is a lot of homeschoolers out there, but when you think of where you live in your own areas, it's not a lot. Like me, I don't know any other homeschoolers. The only ones I know are the friends I've made with you guys on YouTube. There's none around me. There's nobody who homeschools in any of the villages around me. I'm the only one. So everybody is curious what I'm doing. And I get a lot of people talking about it and asking about it and thinking, I would like to have done that, but nobody has done it yet. So I think it's just nice really to talk about it, to show people. It's just reassuring, I think. Like when I watch you guys, it reassures me. And also I pull ideas and find new things from watching different channels. And hopefully perhaps you'll do the same from ours. So that's what it's going to be about. So next, like I said, next Tuesday will be the next video. We're going to do homeschool videos on a Tuesday. And we are going to be the Richardsons Homeschool Life. And every Tuesday we will have a video of one of the things I've mentioned earlier. And then if you are interested in the Garden Homestead, then I'll pop a link down below and you can always have a wander and have a look. Just have a nose anyway. Just see how rubbish I am. Just to see how nervous I am. But no, if you are interested, just follow along, give me some support. Yeah, so that's it really. I think that's all I wanted to tell you about the channel. Home life wise, nothing much has happened this week and been pretty quiet, not been anywhere. It's been really quiet. My eldest daughter's been working all weekend, so Dean has to nip her backwards and forwards to work, and so he's just been more exhausted than anything because he's been getting up at 6 or this morning go up at 5 because she's been on call out as well. So it's just been sort of chilled and tiring. But yeah, yesterday we had lots of visitors and my little granddaughter came yesterday, got to feed her for the first time. That was really nice. It was lovely. You forget all about it, when they get bigger, and then when you get a newborn in your arms again, it's good. Oh, lovely. I'm one of these type who get broody. I'd have had 100 kids if I could. But yeah, that was really nice. So other than that, nothing has happened and everything's just ticked along nicely. So yeah, unless you join me on the Garden Homestead on Friday, I shall see you now next Tuesday and we'll see what's happening in our homeschool life next Tuesday. So thank you for watching and I will see you next week. Take care everybody. Bye.